I'm out on a mini adventure. Literally just walked out of my house with a pack on. Only for the day, although it's already 10:30 and it took me a long time to get my stuff together. Most of what I'm doing is quite new to me. I've got a new pack, new boots, and a lot of gear that I've accumulated by selling off old stuff and buying various bits and bobs on eBay over the course of lockdown. It's middle of the week right now, just taking some time off from work to try and just get my head straight, get some exercise, and yeah, just focus on me for a while. Had a lot of plans or dreams in my head to go hiking or bike packing or backpacking or whatever, but actually I'm not even sure if I'm up to it, physically at least, because I just haven't been doing anything. I started cycling a little bit, and I've noticed that my fitness is a bit better from that, but actually I'm only like half a mile from my house and I'm already feeling a bit tired. I've packed probably what might be considered to be a heavy, on the heavier side of a backpack, really just to see if I can hack it, or see what kind of pace I can keep up. Some of it is more sort of representative weight than actual what I might take on an expedition or a mini hike or whatever, so I've just brought so much camera equipment. But I'm going to aim for the North Downs, which is I think about 10 miles away. And even if I reach that, I'll be happy. Some good viewpoints as well, which hopefully I can show you. So it's good to have you along. I'm tracking my route on the Ordnance Survey app because I recently bought the local area map. Never bought a map before in my life other than like an AA map when I first started to drive. And got quite into looking at all the different features around, even immediately close to where I live. So if the apocalypse is coming, one man with his family probably could navigate the local area with his Ordnance Survey Map. Who knows? Right, I'll be back soon. I'm going to walk a bit further, give my arm a rest. I'm walking at quite a pace. Definitely may have worn a few too many layers. Guess we'll see. Kind of walking along a ridge at the moment, and any direction from here it goes down and then up and then down across valleys. Try and stay up high for a little while as much as I can. basically hasn't rained for probably 3 weeks properly, and then today is the first day that it's going to rain, and it did start raining just as soon as I left, so I am prepared for that. But you can see the ground, quite an elevation here that never shows up on action cameras. Ooh. The roots are giving me a good footing. Oh, my legs are burning. The boots I've got on are really lightweight Solomon GTX boots, and I bought them nearly new off eBay. I'm really happy with them, apart from the fact they appear to have gained a hole on them where the toes crease, which is a real pain in the arse. It's part of the London Loop walkway here. I'm actually going to go this way. Sorry, London Loop. The last time I came over this turnstile, the horses might have thought that I had something to give them, so they started running at me. It was a bit intimidating. Hopefully they'll be okay today. Too busy chewing. Lots of beautiful blossom. I'm not really walking the most direct route to get to the North Downs, but trying to avoid as many roads as possible basically. I didn't spend that much time studying the perfect route on the Ordnance Survey Map. I'm sure I could actually avoid most of the roads, so it's not going to be the shortest distance. I don't even know if I'm going to make it, to be honest, before I have to turn back. Purposely didn't bring any money or a face mask, so I couldn't get on public transport to return. So a rite of passage, you might say. Getting quite warm now. The old Harris tweed hat is doing me proud, but it's a bit warm. Bit warm. Can't get through there with my backpack on. I know that I'm walking not in the straight direction towards where I'm heading, but didn't really want to walk along the road there, so taking a bit of a detour. Problem with heading this way though is that I'm going to start doing quite a few more hill climbs and descents. Just seen a vole go running across my path. It's nice here. Stole some of the kids' snacks. Keep me going. Just going to stop here for a minute and sort of see if I've walked away from the direction. I think I've kind of veered off a little bit, but I want to try and just string the green spaces together if I can. Bit of a hot spot on my left foot already, not ideal. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to avoid the main road by the looks of it, so I won't bore you with that bit. Thought I could show you my pack as well. It is raining now a little bit. Still quite warm though. This is now starting to feel like I'm heading out into the wilds a little bit more. Hello chickens. I don't quite know how far I've gone now, but I can definitely feel the weight of the pack. And just things like I wouldn't have thought about, like I've got a t-shirt on that's got a seam across the shoulders and it's starting to press down and irritate me. So maybe better with one of my running tops underneath instead. It's bearable. I'm always telling my kids to take the adventure route. And I've got that way, or I've got that way, and this looks more adventurous, and if I can squeeze through the gap, that's the way I'm gonna go. Oh. It's a bit of a revelation for me actually, just trying to look at the Ordnance Survey Map and just following green spaces and footpaths. And I've just come down a sneaky route there, and I've actually found someone's camp. Just trying to cross this little bit of field to avoid the road. Not sure if I should have done. The sheep were trying to follow me. Keep drinking. The pack is supposed to get lighter. Some deer in the field here. I got a bit lost there. Ended up sort of on the wrong side of some barbed wire. So I retraced my steps and got back out onto the road. Raining again a bit. Hopefully I can find the footpath I'm looking for now. It's starting to get close to lunchtime. It's about 1 PM. I have brought some food with me and a gas burner just to try and put some fuel in the belly. Footpath. Let's just check the map. Here we are. There's the bluebells. Amazing. So just made it to the North Downs Way, as you can see behind me. Will it focus on there? There's supposed to be something called Arthur's Seat around here. Not the Scottish one, of course, but see if I can find it. It seems like maybe Arthur's Seat is this old fort thing up there. Small glimpse of the North Downs. Unfortunately, it's pretty murky today, which is a shame. I'm not entirely sure, but I think if I take this deer trail up here, should be able to join the path a bit further down. I've heard that you can use these scallion buds like a relish, pickled onion relish. So maybe I'll pick a few here before they open up and they're no good. Ow, thorn in my head. Thorn in my head. I realised that I didn't have the stove part to my stove. So I've got the gas canister and the pot and everything, but just didn't put the... So I'm going to try and have a small twig fire. I know that the ground here is chalky and clayey, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. I'm off the beaten track. I've just hiked up a very steep hill. I'm just going to see if I can heat some water up using some twigs. Because otherwise if I don't eat something I'm going to struggle to walk all the way back. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this pack off now for the first time. So with my camera suspended from a branch, I'm just going to try and talk you through my stuff here. Got a collapsible bowl, which is nice. It's just a cheapy one. This is my Carry More pack that I bought. It's a Cougar 70 plus 10, so 80 litres. I know it's huge, but I didn't want to get one and then find that I couldn't fit everything in it. And I figure, although I've been catching it on every every branch that I've walked past so far, you don't have to fill it, do you? And sometimes it's good just to have the bulk space. So just in the top here I've got an old roll mat which I'm going to sit on, one unnecessarily large camera, another bit of a sit pad, camera drone with 3 batteries. Obviously that was a good idea to bring, wasn't it? Another camera case with spare batteries and tent pegs, bit of a tarp, a load of water in my thing there, my instant noodles, my Spanish beans, with a water bottle in the side there, a banana, forgot about that, that's good, and I've got coffee and sugar, a woolly hat which I might put on right now. So yeah, look, I had all of this, but not the vital bit that I needed, unfortunately, and a lighter. No danger of bushcraft here. It's a titanium pot that I've showed you in other videos. Waterproof trousers and a feather layer, down layer, and then in the top my Ordnance Survey Map of the area, which I might use in a moment, some gloves, some cord, first aid kit, my spoon, spork, and that's about it. I figured you could do a pretty good hammock camp here actually. Pretty steep terrain, but there's enough places to string a hammock from, and we're far enough from anywhere that no one's really going to come across us, because it's quite impassable really. Struggle to get up here. I'm going to eat my banana because I'm absolutely starving, and if this food or fire doesn't turn out, cold fruit. I've put the poncho up because it started to rain a bit heavier, and I'm going to just have a very small controlled fire down here just to boil some water, and then I'll put it out with the copious amounts of water that I brought with me. Yeah, make sure I won't leave any trace of fire or where I've been either. So pretty good. They're warm. They're not hot, they're warm. Edible. Can't make my coffee without boiling water though. To be fair though, I had three coffees before I left the house this morning, so probably not a bad idea. This is not a bad spot, were it not for the sound of the M25. So all packed up then, no trace that I was here. Gonna clamber back down that hill and go and try and find a viewpoint. Food wasn't the hottest and I haven't had a coffee, but I'm plenty hydrated from water, and yeah, I'll keep on the trail. Had a good go at a pigeon down there. So it looks like I've done about 15 kilometers now, and I'm going to turn back after the viewpoint that I've just reached there, overlooking the downs and sort of looking down south towards Brighton, and the South Downs in fact. So I'm going to turn back and try and walk that bit. So it'll be about 30 kilometers I guess when I get home, and assuming I don't twist my ankle or anything, I guess tomorrow or the day after I'll see how aching I am. I managed to cinch the waistband on the pack up a little bit, which has helped me carry it, so there's not so much pressure on my shoulders, which is pretty good. Phone battery's died as well, so I'm gonna just have to use this. Stop talking now so I can actually make some progress and walk the rest of the way home. Most of the way home now, back in my own valley behind me. It's where I spend most of my time walking. So thanks for joining me, and yeah, hopefully see you on a slightly more exotic adventure. And given that I've just carried a drone and 3 batteries and a battery pack and 2 other cameras, I think it would be rude not to give them a whiz.